With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25.
Yellow.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now here's Mahomes. Pass complete to Royals. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
The Bengals 35-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Mahomes going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here we go.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 12. Done.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Bengals at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Jamar Chase, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is caught. He's going for a Bengal touchdown. Andre Yoshibas from 8 yards out. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a key play. Brings up 3rd and
2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes now to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Well, he seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
3-yard gain on the play. First down, Chiefs.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. 3rd and 7 now.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. He'll drop to throw. And it is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Escapes the defender.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on the toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
On 1, ready?
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Right 80. Behind.
Here's Higgins out of the right side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
but it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Gun. Got. Wide 80. Got.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
39-yard line.
Here we go. Wide 80.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A group of Chiefs there to make the stop that time. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Let's get set. Got.
Here's Scott. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Xavier Scott, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
And McPherson picking off for Cincinnati.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will have the Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
19 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Chiefs 14.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They
decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go. 180. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
Let's get set.
They will toss to Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
77 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Burrow will throw. To the right side and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mahomes going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Larson. 7 yards there and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First down. 2 yards on the play.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Larson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
First down, Kansas City.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Larson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy from 10 yards out.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to his tight end, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
When you get into the 2nd half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80.
Now it's Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Gun. Got. Right, 80. Got.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
And Burrow going to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Right, 80.
Here's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Andre out of the afternoon. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mahomes now to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Looking middle, he finds Royals. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Pass complete to Royals. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. A handoff now for Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Buy down these two. Buy down these two. On the line, right?
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Right, 80.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
That one caught by all, the tight end.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Right, 80.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Right, 80.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Maybe hits him in stride. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengals lead. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Bengals 31, Chiefs 21. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
15.
Mahomes will throw.
First down, Chiefs.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Larson.
Here's 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 12.
Mahomes.
First down, Kansas City.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mahomes to throw it.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line.
Here's Mahomes.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now 1st and goal.
Fight on these two. Let's go, 57 colors.
And again, it's Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh.